Welcome in, guys, to another video here on the Arc Tips series I'm doing. And today I want to go over probably, in my opinion, the most important tame, and that is a pterodon, at least for early to mid game. And we're gonna go over oh, go away. Of course, give me back whatever you stole. I think. Nope. Well, this video is going to plan. Alright. There goes the pterodon I was going to try and show you how to tame. But yeah, so while we're waiting for a pterodon to land, just so we can show you the taming process as well. Oh, look, a bear. Oh, there's a pterodon way over there. I'm not in a very safe area, as you can tell. But the reason I wanted to make this video is to kind of show off the most, and I'm kind of doing this video series of, in my opinion, like the most important dinos depending on your level. I've already done one on the Mostrops as a starting level tame, and then basically as soon as you get a bow and narco arrows, I would tame a trike, just because there's so many benefits, and as I went over in that video, and I think they're super slept on. I'm just trying to wait for a pterodon to land so I can show you the taming process of a pterodon, which is, again, easy in my opinion. It's like all you need is a bola and some narco arrows, and they're pretty dang easy to knock out. I unfortunately am just in a bad area, and it's kind of sketchy taming some of this stuff here. There's like an alpha raptor right there that I really don't want to fight. It's not something I feel like doing right now. Maybe there's a pterodon over here. Obviously I'm on a pterodon, and I have lots of pterodons that I've tamed in this series, but obviously for demonstration purposes I think it'd be good just to tame another one so you guys get the idea at least. But they unlock at, I think it's 39, but I would like to just verify that it is 39, the pterodon saddle, and it's probably outside of maybe metal tools. It's not 39. Is it 38? Alright, right there. Outside of levels where you get the metal tools, which is like early 20s, level 38 might be the most important level in the whole game, at least for flyers. When you have a flyer, or when you have the ability to have flyers. Like there's some maps where you're not allowed to have flyers. This obviously doesn't apply to that. But level 38 is a level you should be working to anytime, especially like on the island, for example. I need to get my food back. You have my food probably, right? Yes, you do. Alright, cool. But yeah, as I was saying, level 38 is probably the most important level. Yeah, now we got Carnos and Raptors over here, so yeah, this is great. I had a simple video planned, and now we're out of stam, and we're about to get attacked by a Carno. This is going to be so much fun. Alright, let's see how this goes. What I might do is just leave, and then go find a actual pterodon to go quick tame, just to quick show you guys, and then I'll bring you guys back when we go tame that. And then I will explain all the benefits of why level 38 is probably the most important level for you, at least early to mid game. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, we're back. Just for demonstrational purposes, I'll show you how to tame one of these real quick. So I didn't check the level on this one, but we're just going to use our basic bow and arrow just to show you how simple it is to do this. Level 25. He's already out. I use like a prime meat. Obviously I have kibble. He's gonna tame him. Oh, go away, of course. And yeah, this is what I get. trying to do a video here. Oh, go to hell. Oh. Come on. Alright, guys. Well, as you can see, I decided to try and tame a pterodon for this video in a... Alright. Can you please land? Thank you. Alright. I tried to tame a pterodon next to the redwoods, which is probably one of the dumber ideas I've had in a minute, but it's all good. But yeah, so I just literally for demonstration purposes wanted to quick show you how to tame. Is it worth it to tame higher levels? Absolutely, 100%. But that's not really... Oh, go away. As you can tell, the pterodon I have right now is level 307. This guy, Piper, has been through with me through my entire series pretty much. Imprinted and everything. Like, this dude is a rock star. You're not going to get something like this off your first bat. Obviously, this guy's imprinted and has a bunch of stats that have been put into it and whatnot. But, like, he's got 715 weight, which is way more than what they would have normally. Most of the time, you're looking at, just for example, how much weight does this guy have? 138. So, like, once they get their levels in, like a decent one, you can get around 200 weight off the bat. And then what I would be doing is just putting everything into weight. These guys are not fighters, even though I'm fighting with this pterodon that I have. They're not made for fighting. I would not recommend fighting with them. They're very wimpy when it comes to fighting. But the reason they're the most important tame, in my opinion, in that once you have established, you know, a couple base dino tames, and you hit, as soon as you hit a level 38, this is the first thing you should be trying to tame. And honestly, I usually tame pterodons before level 38, and then just keep leveling up, because, like I said, you don't need to be a high level to tame one of these things. As you saw, I used a bola, which unlocks at an early level, and then a base bow and arrow and narco arrows, which is like level 21. Oh, go away. Everybody just wants a piece of me today. But yeah, so they are not hard to tame. Obviously, you just gotta wait for them to land. You go quick bola them and then knock them out. But the reason level 38 is such an important level is because what this guy unlocks. And one of the big challenges in Ark is getting around, getting to resources, getting tames in different areas of the map, all sorts of things. And what this pterodon unlocks is it literally unlocks the map for you. Because you got to remember, like, before you had a pterodon, you're stuck on the ground, and everywhere you need to go, you have to walk. And if you're like me and, like, have a bunch of trikes, for example, they're very slow. The pterodon is the opposite of that. The pterodon is probably one of the faster flyers you can get. Also, is this dude ever gonna... I was gonna say... Alright, cool, yep. And he's got a broken neck. Would you look at that? Thanks, Ark. But yeah, we tamed him. Yay, hurrah. Now I'm gonna unclaim him because, I don't need another pterodon. I have too many already. Alright, there you go, buddy. Have a fun, good life. But yeah, so, obviously, the pterodon unlocks the map, which is probably the biggest deal, because then you're able to start thinking, okay, I want to tame a saber-tooth. So we're going to go to like the snowy area or Carno Island, and then we're going to fly over there, and no one's going to bother us because we're going to... Obviously, you're going to run out of stamina, and the thing with pterodons is you got to go find like a ledge to go land on, regain your stam, and then keep on going. Obviously, there's a couple dangerous places, like the swamp's always kind of sketchy to fly across, but for the most part, you won't have any issues getting to anywhere on the map that you would like to go to tame whatever you want to tame. And so, obviously, one of the first things that I do when I get to level 38 is tame one of these guys, and then I go straight to Carno Island. I go to Carno Island to get a bunch of Sabertooths so that I can get imprinted Sabertooths. Oh, another bonus. You can go get really good drops. Like, not this one, but in general, it also unlocks the ability to go to different drops, get stuff from drops. That's another huge thing. And like I said, these guys are fast. They're way faster than an RG. I'm not saying they're better than an RG, but RG unlocks, I think, at like level 69 or something like that. So these guys are your gateway to the actual game. I've always thought you're kind of stuck in your starter area until you get one of these. Unless it's like a map where flyers are not allowed, which those are generally much slower paced games and much harder in my opinion, because the convenient thing about flying is I just flew across some very dangerous areas with no problem. And it's just, like I said, it unlocks things, basically unlocks the rest of the game for you. And I can't reiterate this enough, that having Pterodon and getting it as soon as possible is probably the most obvious thing that I could say. But I think it's a good thing to make a video on, because trying to reiterate how important these guys are in the game is going to be key for anyone new getting into this, because at the end of the day, the reason I'm kind of making these ARC tips videos is to try and give you guys some basics on what I've had success with. And what everyone will tell you is probably the RG is probably the number one most important tame in the game in terms of like doing things and getting resources and how helpful it is on that side of it. But in my opinion, the most important tame up to getting an RG is a Pterodon, because of what it unlocks. And obviously you can pick up small dinos, you can do cool like acrobatics like this, and it's really cool and whatnot. Yeah, you can fight things, like you can take out a Rex by flying around its butt and nipping at it. But that's not what is exciting about these. The exciting thing is having the ability to go fly over to an area, and I'm like, hey, I want to go tame a Yeti, so we're gonna go over to the snow area or a mammoth, and we're gonna go and tame a mammoth. And then the cool thing is, once you unlock level 50, you got cryopods, and you just cryopod mammoth up and you fly home. So it's just one of these things where it's obvious, but it's a good thing to state for the obvious. Now, one of the challenges that people, or at least that I've had in the past, is the challenge of making the Pterodon saddle. Now, this specific series, I got lucky and pulled some Pterodon saddles in a drop, which is why I never unlocked the engram. But let's just quick go over to level, it was 38. Sorry, level 38. The big challenge is it requires 75 keratin and chitin. And early in the game, that can be kind of difficult to get. Usually, little trilobite guys, those are what are easy on the early game beaches, are probably some of the most important dinos to kill early game, because all the resources you get. But the big thing is you get chitin with it. Obviously, if you take out any bugs, you get chitin that way. A really slow way to get that is by taking out like turtles and stegosauruses, because those give you keratin, but again, not a lot, and those guys take forever to kill. So I would always recommend, if you can go the bug route, do that. I know sometimes it can be kind of hard to find, but again, if that's like that's the hardest part probably of this whole thing, is getting chitin and keratin to make the saddle. Because other than that, Arc really really makes the game way less scary, much easier to navigate, much easier to do pretty much anything once you get to level 38. And that's just kind of the whole point of the video, is once you get to level 38, this is your #1 priority, is a pterodon. And that's what it should be. And then eventually you get to have a nice little base like this with a whole bunch of crazy animals. But like I said, it all starts with getting one of these guys. But yeah, if you guys agree or disagree, let me know. I know it's not a breakthrough video or even a controversial video in my opinion, but it's a video that I want to continue, or I wanted to make, because this is for new people, and I want to grow the game as much as anyone else. But yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and if you have any opinions on pterodons or anything like that, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video then. Peace.